looks into the mirror. A full, fair face, surrounded by naturally blonde hair falling below the shoulder. A solid chin, strong, even, white teeth, cheeks that lift and dimple when she smiles. A rounded nose, sharp, closely plucked brows, and small, dark blue eyes that angle away from the horizontal. Lucie deplores her slanty eyes and spends long mirror hours wishing them away. They are subtly and unexpectedly exotic on a woman otherwise so fair-complexioned, so blue-eyed and long-limbed. Lucie is tall, 5'9", with a good bust and hips. She pays anxious attention to the surges of her fluctuating weight. In May, after the effort of travelling to Japan, moving into the shithouse, and finding work, she was slimmer than this, but after a few weeks of late nights in the club she has drunk it back on again. On her worst days she is filled with contempt for her own appearance. She feels bloated and saggy. She is tortured by self-consciousness about the birthmark on her thigh and the dark mole between her brows. A dispassionate observer might describe her with old-fashioned and faintly equivocal words such as buxom and comely. The brown-haired girl on the other mattress, Lucie's best friend, Louise Phillips, is far more of a conventional beauty, slim, small, pert-featured. But for most of the time, to other people at least, Lucie communicates a confidence and an ease. Her way of laughing, of moving her hands as she speaks, of shaking her hair, her habit of unselfconsciously touching the person she is talking to, all of this lends her a charm that appeals to women as well as to men. Lucie emerges from the bathroom. What does she do next? I know that she doesn't write in her diary, which has been neglected for almost 2 weeks. She doesn't call Scott, her boyfriend, who serves on the American aircraft carrier in the port city of Yokosuka. Later, among her personal possessions, her family will find an unsent postcard, addressed to her great friend from home, Samantha Berman. Perhaps she writes that card now. Darling Sammy, just a little note from Tokyo to say how good it was to talk to you the other evening. I'm so glad you found a lovely friend/guy/mate, whatever he is. I know it's easier for me over here as my everyday life has changed, and Sundays are so different at the moment, but I wanted to let you know that life is incomplete without you. And although I'm not sure when, we will be together soon, be it wherever I am or me back home. I do love you and miss you terribly and always will. All my love, Lulu. At 1:30, the telephone rings downstairs. One of the other flatmates answers and calls from below. It is for Lucie. Unlike Louise, who has her own cell phone, given to her by one of her customers, Lucie has had to rely on the shithouse's shared pay telephone. It is a clunky pink plastic box in the kitchen fed by 10-yen coins. Conversations on it can be overheard by anyone else who is downstairs. But Lucie will not have to put up with this unsatisfactory situation for much longer. In just a few hours, she will have a mobile of her own. Louise is up by now and sits in the common living room during her friend's brief conversation. It was him, Lucie tells her after hanging up the pink receiver. The meeting has been postponed by an hour until 3 o'clock. He will call again and she will meet him at the railway station. Then they will have a late lunch, but she will be back in good time for the agreed 8 o'clock rendezvous, a night of dancing with Louise and one of the other girls from the club. Lucie takes off her dressing gown and chooses her outfit for the day. Her black dress, the silver necklace with the heart-shaped crystal pendant, and the Armani watch. Her sunglasses are in her black handbag. 3 o'clock comes and goes. At 3:20 the pink phone rings again for Lucie. He is on his way, and will be at the station in 10 minutes. The crows flap and complain as Lucie steps outside. As she does, she experiences the small daily shock of re-entry that every foreigner in Tokyo knows. A sudden, pulse-quickening awareness of the obvious. Here I am. In Japan. Every morning it takes her by surprise. The sudden consciousness of profound difference. Is it something unfamiliar about the angle of the light? Or the way that sounds register in the summer air? Or is it the demeanour of the people on the street and in the cars and the trains? Unobtrusive but purposeful, neat, courteous and self-contained but intent, as if following secret orders. Even after years and decades have passed, you never get over the